So, how to calculate Yogini Dasha? You start with writing down the sequence. These are the years, and there's eight Mahadashas in Yogini Dasha. So the first one is Mangala, the moon, ruled by the moon. Second is Pingala, ruled by the sun. Third is Danya, ruled by Jupiter. Fourth is Brahmari, ruled by Mars. Fifth is Badrika, ruled by Mercury. Sixth, Ulka, Saturn. Seventh, Siddha, Venus. Eighth, Sankata by Rahu. So, just like in Vimshottari Dasha, we need the longitude of the moon to calculate the Mahadasha. So let's take the example we did in class. The longitude of the moon, there was 3 signs past, 11 degrees, 24 minutes, and 54 seconds. So if we calculate the nakshatra from the longitude of the moon, that's Pusha nakshatra, and that's the 8th nakshatra. And we need this because the formula for Yogini Dasha is the nakshatra, the number of the nakshatra, plus 3 divided by 8. So in this case, we get 8 plus 3 divided by 8. That's 11 divided by 8. And then we ignore the quotient and we take the remainder. And that's Danya, Mahadasha, that's running. So the remainder tells you which Yogini Dasha is running. If it's the 5th nakshatra or the 13th nakshatra or the 21st nakshatra, the remainder will in all 3 cases be 0. And that means that Sankata Mahadasha is running. How can you remember it? Well, 0 comes before 1. And because it's a cycle, before 1, it's the 8th Yogini Dasha that's running, ruled by Rahu. So let's take an example. To calculate the balance, it's the same way as in Vimshottari Dasha. So you take the ratio times the Mahadasha years. So in this case, so the ratio is always part over the whole. So the balance of the moon in its nakshatra over the entire nakshatra length. So we take the longitude, the end of the nakshatra, minus the longitude of the moon divided by the entire nakshatra is 13 degrees 20 minutes. So in our example, it is 16 degrees 40 minutes. That's the end of the nakshatra, minus, that's longitude of the moon, 11 degrees 24 minutes 45 seconds. So we do 60 minus 45, we get 6, and 39 minus 24 is 15, and 16 minus 11 is 5. And then we convert all this into the same, whatever it's called. Here we take minutes. So 5 times 60 is 300 minutes. 15 minutes remains 15 minutes, and 6 seconds is 0.1 minute. We add it all up, we get 350.1 minutes divided by 800 minutes. This comes from, if you convert the 13 degrees 20 minutes, if you convert it into minutes, we get 800 minutes. So if you do the calculation, the division, we get 0 point and something. So this ratio we have to multiply by the Mahadasha. So we know that it is 3 because it was Danya running, the Mahadasha of Jupiter. So this gives us 1.1816. And that gives us the balance of the Yogini Dasha, Danya, Mahadasha running. So for the years we get 1. Then we take the decimals only and we multiply it by 12 because there's 12 months in a year, and that gives us the years. Then from that result, we take again only the decimals, and now we multiply it by 30 to get the days, balance of the days. So in total, it is the Mahadasha balance of Danya is 1 year, 2 months, and 5 point something days. Then we take the date of birth plus the balance, and that gives us the end of this Mahadasha that's running. And we need it for in the next step. We take the end of the Mahadasha minus the total of the Mahadasha years. We get to the start of the Mahadasha. We get a date, and that's the start of the Mahadasha. And then we can always then we can do the next step, and that is calculate the Priyantar Dasha for Yogini Dasha. And the formula for Priyantar Dasha is you take the Mahadasha divided by 36 because the total is 36. So you have to divide it by 36 parts times the Antardasha. And for the first one running, so it's Danya running, that's 3 years. And first Antardasha will also be Danya. So 3 divided by 36 times 3, that gives us the result in years. That's 0.25 years. And to get to the months, it's just multiply by 12 again because there's 12 months in a year. So you get the months. And like this, you do this for every subsequent Priyantar Dasha, and it follows the order that was given in the beginning of the Yogini Dasha. Okay.